Hello everyone. I had a few quiet moments, so I wanted to film an update on my stitching. As you can see in front of you, I have a new start. I decided instead of giving my mother-in-law the Sleeping Beauty Mirabilia, I saw this. I forget who had it. I don't remember now, but I knew that she would like this more. Green is her favorite color. It's called September Sapphire. I think September Sapphire Fairy. This is what, let's see, this is what it's supposed to look like. And, why is that not focusing? Anyway, I'm not going to stitch the wings or the beading that you can see through here. I'm going to leave all that off, but I think she'll like this more. The coloring, like I said, and the hair is like a reddish hue, which is, she has red hair. And of course the framing won't cost a fortune. Anyway, that's what it's supposed to look like, and you can see that's what I have accomplished. The upper body, the torso, the hands, there's a lot of krennic that's required, and of course that hasn't come in yet. I placed the order, but I'm still waiting for it to start working on it again. Anyway, I thought it was really cute, and I also wanted to share my stitching plans for 2016. Well, tentative plans, because you know it could change. Anyway, or at least for January. I wanted to participate in the January starts. I want to make a quilt, so what I decided to do is I'm going to stitch the Frosted Pumpkin samplers, the Once Upon a Time 2014, and the 2015 Storytime. I'm going to use them as a start. Each month is going to be on a different quilt block. And instead of I'm glad I waited to do this, because I thought about it before, but I'm going to put The Great Gatsby instead of the Christmas Carol. Anyway, so I'm either going to make 2 lap quilts or maybe stitch them as baby quilts. And I'm going to use this product. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. It's sticky. Let me get the focus. Anyway, it's sticky grit and wash. It's for embroidery and cross stitch, and it's for 14 count. You stitch on it, and then it washes right away. I've used it before, and it works pretty good. Excuse me. Also wanted to show the other things I'll be stitching. So that's 24. The next one, it's called, I believe it's called Little Geisha. Anyway, I thought this was so cute. So that's, be starting that. It's 25. This is, I bought this pattern on Etsy. It's called Rapunzel and the Prince. I really like that, like vintage sort of looking pattern. So that's what, 26. Raspberry Homecoming. I really like the quilts in that. 27. And this, I don't know what it is about it. It's just quirky, and it's from the same company that I'm stitching my Alice Lamange. I don't know, something French. It's called the Moonshiners. I thought this was really cute. So 28. And this is what is wrong with this? The Craft Village by Soda Stitch. I ordered this in September, and I just got it like 2 days ago. And this is the Ice Cream Village Soda Stitch. I won't be stitching all of this because I want to stitch on light blue and pink for the other one. I'm gonna cut, only use a portion of this. My daughter wants this, so anyway. And this one, my color printer it's acting up, so the color portion of it's not working. But this is from Heaven and Earth Designs, Wildwood Dancing. I went to Joann's to get some floss, and I saw this puzzle. Look at the box. I thought it was so pretty, so I thought that would be gorgeous if it was a cross stitch pattern. And I went home, and sure enough, it was it's a Heaven and Earth design. So what I decided to do is I'm going to take the puzzle pieces out and store my floss in there. So those are my starts. I also wanted to share something that I learned at a class I recently took. If you use metallics and silks, you probably already know this, but I had never heard it, so I just thought I would share it with others who didn't know. I took a cross-stitch class, and the teacher, she showed how to use linen, to do a number of specialty stitches, and a different method of stitch faster, which I still haven't got the hang of. But the tip I wanted to share is, she said that you should use or have a different pair of scissors and use a different needle for metallics, because the thread can cause little nicks in your blade, and then if you use it to cut your silk, it can cause the silk to fray. Also, that you should have a separate needle for metallics, because it basically roughs up the eye of the needle and then can cause it to fray or cause problems with your silk if you use the needle after you use metallics. Okay, I also wanted to do Pam Reed's cross stitch tag, and she asked the question, do you do other crafts other than cross stitch? And I do a number of things. I sew, not as much as in the past. In fact, I just bought this fabric. Let me see, get a good look at it. It's Alice in Wonderland. I love the fabric, all the different designs on it. Let's see. And I just made a grime guard with that. I'm going to make a needle book with that one. And I got this fabric. It was so cute. Let's see. It's little geisha dolls. Let me unfold this more. Anyway, it's little dolls, and I'm going to do the same thing, make a grime guard. I think I'll make it a little bit, I followed Teresa, the left-handed stitcher's tutorial to do it. I think I might make it a little bit wider so I can get more of the dolls in, so it would show around the edge better. Anyway, I'm also taking a class to learn how to sew lingerie. I won't show you the pattern, but it's like French knickers and little camisole, and this is the it's green satin. I don't know, I just love the fabric, and it feels really nice. Anyway, let me get this suit. I don't sew as much as I used to, but I wanted to show this, something I made. Oh, I don't know if that's going to show up very well. I made this little suit years ago. It was Chanel inspired, if you would. Well, the jacket, and then there's a little skirt. And I made a purple, it's made boucle boucle fabric. I think that's how you pronounce it. I made a purple one and a pink one, and I also made the matching hats. So, and I made other dresses, cute little things for them. Not so much for my son because it's harder to make little boys things. I also quilt. I've made a few quilts for my kids. Doctor Who inspired. I think I've mentioned that before. And I made a Minecraft quilt for my son. Sorry, I'm in my bathroom that's being renovated. So if you see the nasty blue where the wallpaper was taken off. Also, like English paper piecing. I just started that a couple years ago. That's really nice, but it takes a long time. Another something that I recently started, another project, is embroidery stitch book covers. I saw an artist that did this, and it's not my design, but I took a picture and printed it on white fabric, so I'm stitching over it, and embroidery. I may do some silk in it as well, and I'm going to cover a Jane Eyre book that I got from Goodwill, and if you'd like, I can show you that, guys. Show you guys that when it's finished. I don't know, how long that will take. Anyway, well, I just wanted to show those things, and I hope everyone has a nice day. And thanks for watching. Bye.